Step into the unknown with the shadow frequency and your host, Matt Wilson, as he takes you where the shadows hum.
Welcome to the Shadow Frequency, episode 116, where we dive into the unseen corners of the paranormal and the unexplained. I'm Juniper, your producer, and tonight we're peeling back the veil on the Bohemian Grove, a secluded retreat in California where the world's elite gather for rituals cloaked in secrecy. Whispers of strange ceremonies and otherworldly influences surround this place. Ready to get creepy? Matt, what's got you spooked about this one?
Oh, Juniper, this one's got my skin crawling. Picture a dark forest, powerful men in robes chanting around a giant owl statue under the moonlight. It's like something out of a horror movie, but it's real. I'm ready to dive into the shadows of the Bohemian Grove.
Sounds like we're in for a wild ride. Take it away, Matt, in 3, 2, 1.
Welcome, Shadow Frequency listeners, to a chilling journey into the heart of the Bohemian Grove, a 2,700-acre enclave in Monte Rio, California, where the global elite, presidents, CEOs, and shadowy power brokers meet every July for a 2-week retreat. This isn't your average summer camp. The Bohemian Club, founded in 1872, hosts rituals that feel like they've been pulled from the pages of an ancient grimoire. Tonight, we're diving into the paranormal currents swirling around this mysterious gathering. The centerpiece of the Grove is the Cremation of Care, a ceremony that's as eerie as it sounds. Imagine this: a moonlit night, a 40-foot concrete owl looming over an artificial lake, its eyes glinting as robed figures gather. A high priest leads a procession, chanting in low guttural tones as a small boat carries an effigy called Dull Care across the water. The effigy is set ablaze, consumed by flames as the crowd intones, supposedly banishing worldly burdens. But what if it's more? Some say the owl represents an ancient deity, perhaps tied to Moloch, a figure from occult lore. The fire, the chants, the secrecy, it's hard not to wonder if this ritual channels energies beyond our understanding. The Grove's history only deepens the mystery. Founded by artists and writers, it morphed into a playground for the ultra-powerful. Names like Nixon, Reagan, and Kissinger have walked its redwood paths. In 2000, Alex Jones infiltrated the Grove and filmed the Cremation of Care, claiming it was a satanic rite. His footage shows robed men, a haunting chant, and that massive owl statue, which some believe is a conduit for supernatural forces. Could the elite be tapping into something darker, using the Grove's isolation to commune with entities we can't comprehend? And then there are the lakeside talks, where global leaders give off the cuff speeches. These aren't just policy chats. Rumors persist of discussions about cosmic alignments, forbidden knowledge, or even extraterrestrial influence. The Grove's motto, "Weaving spiders come not here," suggests a focus on leisure. But the secrecy screams something else. Why the armed guards, the no cameras rule? Are they hiding rituals that go beyond symbolism, perhaps invoking forces that shape global events? Let's not forget the Grove's other traditions. The Lojinks and Grove play are theatrical performances, but they're performed by men in exotic clothing under starlight in a forest said to hum with strange energy. Some claim the land itself is a paranormal hotspot, amplifying the ritual's power. Witnesses have reported unexplained lights flickering among the trees, or whispers in the dark when no one's there. Is the Bohemian Grove a nexus for otherworldly forces, where the elite harness energies most of us can't even imagine? Juniper, my head's spinning. This place feels like it's straight out of a Lovecraft story. What do you think's going on in those woods?
Matt, I'm getting chills just hearing about it. That owl statue, those chants, it's like they're opening a portal or something. What do our listeners think so far?
I bet they're as creeped out as we are. Juniper, why don't you take us to the break?
Wow, listeners, how haunting is this? The Bohemian Grove sounds like a place where the veil between worlds is paper thin. Are you picturing those robed figures chanting under that eerie owl? We want to know what you think. Like and subscribe to The Shadow Frequency on YouTube, TikTok, and Facebook, and all major podcast directories. Visit our website also at shadowfrequencypodcast.com, where you can stream all of our episodes, read our shadow blog, or leave a voicemail telling us where you're listening from. If you're feeling generous, you can buy us a coffee to keep the show going. Now let's dive into the mailbag segment for some listener love. Stay with me. I got to hit this button.
It's time for the Shadow Frequency mailbag.
Time for the mailbag, where we share your thoughts. Here's an email from Julie in New Haven. Love the episodes on cryptids and conspiracies. Well, good, you're in luck. You're listening to one tonight. Love the short-form approach. Well, thanks, Julie. Keep those messages coming at shadowpodcast@protonmail.com. Matt, back to you for more on the Bohemian Grove's dark secrets.
Welcome back, Shadow Frequency listeners. We're deep in the shadows of the Bohemian Grove, where the elite's rituals feel like they're summoning something otherworldly. Let's explore further. The Cremation of Care isn't just a one-off spectacle. Some sources, like posts found on X, claim that the Grove's rituals might involve darker practices, whispers of occult ceremonies, or even offerings to entities beyond our plane. The owl statue tied to ancient symbols of wisdom or sacrifice fuels speculation. Could it be a focal point for paranormal energy, amplifying the intentions of those gathered? The Grove's secrecy only adds to the unease, with 2,500 members, all male, and a guest list that reads like a who's who of global power. The retreat is guarded like a fortress. Ex-military security, thermal cameras, and a no-phones policy keep the prying eyes out. Why? Are they protecting rituals that tap into forces we're not meant to know? Some former valets, speaking in 2023, described a chaotic energy, spiked drinks, strange vibes, like the air itself was charged with something unnatural. But hey, let's pause for a moment of skepticism. Not everyone buys the paranormal angle. Researchers like G. William Donoff argue that the Grove is just a fancy boys club, a place for elites to let loose, network, and maybe discuss policy, but nothing supernatural. The Cremation of Care, they say, is just theatrical, a symbolic way to kick off the retreat. No demons, no portals, just rich guys playing dress-up. Still, even skeptics admit the secrecy and power concentrated in those woods raise questions about influence and privilege. Back to the eerie side. The Grove's land itself might hold secrets. Local legends speak of unexplained phenomena, shadowy figures moving through the trees, or a low hum felt in the ground during rituals. Could the redwoods be a conduit for something ancient, something the elite know how to harness? The Manhattan Project was planned there in 1942, proving the Grove's role in shaping world events. If they're tapping into paranormal forces, what might they be planning now? Juniper, I'm torn between thinking this is a cosmic conspiracy or just a weird elite party. What's your take?
Matt, I'm leaning toward creepy cosmic vibes. That owl statue gives me nightmares. What's next for our listeners?
Well, I say let's wrap this up, Juniper. Take us home.
That's a wrap on episode 116 of The Shadow Frequency, where we ventured into the haunting shadows of the Bohemian Grove. From the Cremation of Care to whispers of paranormal force, is this the elite retreat? Leaves us questioning what's really happening in those California woods. Visit shadowfrequencypodcast.com to catch all of our episodes, read our shadow blog, or leave a voicemail. We'd love to hear from you. Follow us on YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, and all major podcast platforms. Also, make sure you listen up after I sign off here, because there's some information you can sign up to win a really cool book. Until next time, keep tuning into the shadows. Good night, Shadow Seekers.
Have a favorite episode of The Shadow Frequency? Let us know.
Email us at shadowpodcast@protonmail.com and tell us which episode has kept you up at night, and you'll be entered into our drawing to win a copy of Encounters, True Stories of UFO Sightings, Alien Abductions, and Extraterrestrial Contacts, an essential read for any true believer. Deadline to enter, June 7th. Don't miss your chance to bring the unknown a little closer to home. See you in the shadows.
This episode was produced with a commitment to exploring the unexplained while grounding our discussion in documented discoveries. All interpretations are speculative and intended for entertainment purposes.